What if the coldest, most remote place on Earth was never just a frozen wasteland? What if it was a time capsule, buried under miles of ice holding ancient secrets, forgotten stories, and clues to humanity's past and future? This is the story of Antarctica, just as a continent of snow and silence, but as a living archive of Earth's deepest mysteries. From the legendary shipwreck of Shackleton's Endurance to bizarre microbial life that breathes air instead of eating food, two strange mountain ranges hidden under the ice, and a mysterious pyramid-like structure that still baffles scientists, Antarctica is revealing more than we ever imagined. Join us as we open the vault of this frozen time capsule. In 1914, legendary explorer Ernest Shackleton led the Imperial Transantarctic Expedition aboard the ship Endurance. Their goal? To cross the entire continent of Antarctica, impossible feat at the time. But the continent had other plans. For 10 brutal months, it drifted helplessly before being crushed by the pressure of the Weddell Sea. In January 1915, the Endurance became trapped in pack ice. The ship sank. But the story didn't end there. Shackleton and his crew survived for months on drifting ice, eventually reaching Elephant Island. From there, Shackleton led a daring 800-mile journey in a lifeboat to South Georgia Island, and every member of the 28-man crew was saved. It became one of the greatest survival stories in human history. But the Endurance remained lost till March 2022. It was stunningly preserved, its name still visible across the stern. It was as if time itself had paused underwater. A team of researchers found the ship, nearly 10,000 feet beneath the ice-covered Weddell Sea. What else had Antarctica frozen in place? For most of human history, we believed life needed sunlight, warmth, or food. But under Antarctica's brutal surface, scientists found something that changed that belief forever. In 2021, researchers discovered bacteria in Antarctic soil that feed not on organic matter, but on air. Yes, are eating life forms. These microbes survive on trace gases like hydrogen, carbon monoxide, and carbon dioxide. They need no light, no warmth, just the atmosphere itself. This means Earth's harshest environment isn't lifeless. In fact, it may be the closest analog we have to life on Mars. The bacteria's resilience enduring freeze-thaw cycles. Radiation and total darkness raises the question. If they can survive here, who's to say life can't exist elsewhere in the universe? Antarctica was never just ice. It's an ecosystem, an experiment, and maybe a warning. In 1958, while using radar to scan beneath Antarctica's surface, scientists made a stunning discovery: mountains, buried beneath 2.5 miles of ice, a hidden mountain range that no one had ever seen. They called it the Gambritsov Subglacial Mountains, and they looked strikingly similar to the European Alps. Jagged, towering peaks, entirely buried in solid ice. How did they get there? Why were they so well preserved? And how fast did the Antarctic ice sheet form to lock them away so completely? Others say they may hold clues to past tectonic activity or ancient river systems. Some scientists believe these ghost mountains hint at a rapid cataclysmic freeze event. Either way, they remain one of the least understood mountain ranges on Earth, hidden from the sun for over 30 million years. Beneath the Antarctic ice sheet lies something even stranger than mountains' liquid lakes. In 1996, Russian scientists discovered Lake Vostok, one of over 400 subglacial lakes that lie beneath the continent. Though buried under miles of ice, these lakes remain liquid due to heat from Earth's core and pressure from above. They've been isolated for millions of years. Scientists believe these lakes may contain ancient ecosystems that evolved separately from the surface world. What forms of life might exist there? What secrets do these dark, sealed environments hold? But the reward could be one of the greatest biological discoveries of the century. Drilling into these lakes is dangerous and controversial. The risk of contaminating untouched ecosystems is high. The frozen time capsule is thawing. In West Antarctica lies Thwaites Glacier, ominously known as the Doomsday Glacier. It's over 70 miles wide, and it's melting fast. If Thwaites collapses, it could raise global sea levels by over 10 feet, flooding cities and reshaping coastlines around the world. It destabilizes. It could trigger a domino effect across the West Antarctic ice sheet. Satellite data confirms Thwaites is losing ice at an alarming rate. Warm ocean currents are eating away at the glacier from below, causing its grounding line to retreat. This isn't just theoretical. Antarctica isn't just a time capsule of the past, it's a mirror to our future. And then there's the mystery that still fuels speculation. In 2016, satellite images showed what appeared to be a pyramid-like structure emerging from the transantarctic mountains. Symmetrical angles, triangular faces, and unnatural appearance led to waves of online theories. Was it a man-made structure? A remnant of a lost civilization? Or just a perfectly shaped nunatak, a mountain peak poking through the ice? Scientists are skeptical, but some researchers admit nature rarely builds perfect symmetry. If nothing else, the Antarctic pyramid reminds us of how much we still don't understand about this frozen continent. Antarctica is not just the Earth's coldest continent, it's one of its most important. It holds the stories of survival, the keys to life's origin, and the clues to our climate future. But more than anything, it's a reminder that some secrets are buried not to be forgotten, but to be rediscovered. So, the next time you see a frozen horizon or a white expanse on a map, ask yourself, what's really buried beneath the ice? Subscribe to hear the voices that history tried to silence, because the past was never dead. It was only buried.